here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
30 left. 30 left.
Right to the air goes Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Jacksonville.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Daniil Hunter getting in to record his 9th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Watts. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15. Dell, the motion man. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Rolling right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now Stroud. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. Now the return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey, Lion. Hey, James, hey, I'm gone. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Son, it's 11.
Now here's Lawrence. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Hey, easy, route.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this one in. Northwest Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 1st touchdown this year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Mixon, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on,
and we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
So it's 3rd down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This returnable from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
24-yard gain on
play action. Stroud. He's going to run it. And will somehow turn this into an impossible. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. Second down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. It's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another 10 seconds. First down. A gain of
On 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is caught. What a throw. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Jupiter.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 18 yards. And a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
11, Agate.
First
Let's
and
go.
10 at the 47-yard
Hey,
line.
Ginger. Go. Let's go. Silver.
On first down, Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Facial Tuki. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And the Jaguars.
A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Hey, run. Here we go.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Jaguars think they have it, and they do.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, That's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, I'm gone. Hey, go, go.
Throwing is Lawrence. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be. Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he defends it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
They'll go. It's Stroud. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
30 left.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So a big one there to start the drive. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Lisa 24.
Lawrence. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete. Brenton Strange was his intended target. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now,
that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and get a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back in the field.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll tuck it and take off.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the ball.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Joe Mixon. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. 118. That's it.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Devon Hamilton up for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. They'll run for it with Mixon. And he's going to have a Texans first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Now Stroud. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All right.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And they'll take this down inside with 35. Andy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are back within 2 scores.
Texans 10.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They will work the middle with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll give this to Mixon, running right. They get this to about midfield. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle.
It's a pickup
on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. To throw, Stroud. The second down throw is incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Moving outside the pocket, taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Stroud to throw. He's got his man. That's Noel. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. Dell, the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This one's going to be taken in by Collins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Here we go, let's go.
Now Mixon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
That's Stroud. He's got a man. That's Noel. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
18.
Throwing is Stroud. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, Ryan.
This drive begins with a run by Chuton. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second and 4.
Hey.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is hard. And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way. into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Texans 17. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control over the scene.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll push ahead to the 21. Devon Hamilton up for the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mixon as we begin the fourth quarter. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
As of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
This is caught downfield. It's Dell. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. Slot man gonna move in motion left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
On play action, Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
down and 3.
Here we go, let's go.
Here's Stroud. That is hauled in at the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's Stroud. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Think right. Lisa 24.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. On the run to the right, taking off, and he'll somehow turn this into an impossible get out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
First and 10.
11.
On the give, it's ETN. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a second and 6.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, go.
They'll drop to throw. That's hard. Downfield by Hunter. That pass play good for 22. First down, Jackson.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Hey. Here we go.
Here's ETN. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
A 34-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here is 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Dell, the motion man. Here's Mixon. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Here's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Stroud. That's to the left side, and caught by Noel. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 16.
Jump from the 39. They come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
4 yards.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Texas.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that final throw here is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think